Hey guys, Darth Glork here, back with part 1 of our brand new side game, I guess. We will be playing through Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. So, if you're probably thinking about this moment, this is not a cute little Pokemon anime game. You're right, this is not Moemon. And I applaud you on your detective skills, but there's a reason. There's a method to the madness. So here's the thing. I did mention before that I need to level and I need to grind in Moemon because we don't have the levels to survive very much more. So that's the thing. So tonight I need to grind, but I need something to do on the side because odds are we're going to have to grind at least one more time. So you know what I mean? We're going to have to grind at least one more time somewhere else. So because of the grind that we need to get through, the odds are there'll be another point before the playthrough's over where I will have to grind. So what I've been thinking is that instead of doing random videos, that odds that probably won't mean very much to me, I would rather just start a new playthrough. So on the side, we'll be doing through Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. I do own all the DLC and all the fancy stuff to this game, as well as its sequel, and I am very excited because these are some of my most favorite, more modern games. These are definitely on my favorites list. They are very, very fun and very good. Anyway, so as far as like the actual schedule for how this is gonna work, at the moment, obviously Moemon gets precedence and it gets you know, favoritism because the goal is to finish that. Because I don't actually want 2 playthroughs going at once. I want it for as short a time as possible. So what we'll do is we will alternate days. Most likely that I don't assume Moemon will have more than 12 parts total in it because the other Moemons didn't. Some of them I believe were even shorter. And so I don't assume we will break about 12 parts. That would not at all surprise me. So because of that, we won't have to stall for very long. But I'm thinking that for this game, we'll probably do it like Tuesday and Thursdays, basically, maybe. Or if I need, and basically whenever I need to stall for Moemon. So, but again, I don't assume we'll have to do this whole double playthrough thing for very long because we will be finishing Moemon before, you know, super long. And so then we can go, and then once Moemon's over, then we'll just switch fully to this game, and then we can put this whole thing behind us. So that's the plan. So this video is going to be probably shorter than normal because the whole reason we're even doing this is so I can make extra time to grind, so I can get us to a level where we actually won't just get annihilated. So that's the plan. So I don't know how long this video for sure is going to be, but it'll probably be shorter than our normal playthroughs. Anyway. Let's see. Methinks. If you're wondering why main person just turned into a chick, don't ask questions. Ah, there we go. Save slots. Alright, so we can actually just delete both of these. There. I'll just delete both of those and we'll just start a new one. Beautiful. Okay, so the cool thing about this, so here's the thing, let's talk really quick about the DLC for this game. So the DLC for the first game here, it is subpar, and I will explain why. Because the DLC is all very separate. They have separate campaigns. So I got the DLC originally not realizing that. So in this initial one, you'll have the Lord of the Hunt DLC. So in the Lord of the Hunt DLC, it's a separate campaign where it gives you access to either all of or most of the main map. But the issue is that it's not connected. So yes, they have new kinds of enemies and new kinds of this and new kinds of that, but it's not in the base game, and you can't access any of it in the base game. So it's like, and it's very short. You can beat the little side campaigns very, very quickly. So I can't promise that we're gonna do the DLC because I did play through Lord of the Hunt and was very underwhelmed. And then the Bright Lord campaign, now that one is the only one I'm tempted to do because this one follows backstory as for Celebrimbor. You won't know who he is, but in time you will. But this one like it made more sense. So there's at least a possibility, and/or I think it's probably pretty likely that we'll play through the Bright Lord campaign because that one has backstory and there's story importance. I feel like odds are. Now I have not played through that one, so that one will be fresh and new for me. And then there's other stuff. There's just like lots of, it's like a, you know, there's Trials of War and Nemesis Forge and I don't know. It's just like whatever. So there's those other ones, but that's just like, it's like a multiplayer type of thing. It's not actually multiplayer, but it's just like it's like a horde mode. That's the word. It's like a horde mode. It's a good way of earning experience and loot and stuff, but we don't need any of that. So obviously story mode comes first, and once it's over, we might jump into Bright Lord, but we will be probably skipping Lord of the Hunt because it's very underwhelming. The DLC for the second game is awesome because it does add stuff. It's the same principle as this stuff, but it adds it to the base game, and so you have access to everything. So the DLC for the next one is fantastic. But for this first one, I'm in my opinion, it feels like they were trying to figure out what they wanted to do with their lives. Anywho, so really quick though, let's make sure that we have subtitles on. Let's see, enemy outlines, invert aim, don't you dare, because I'm not a member of ISIS and I don't invert my aim. I need show me subtitles, make it so, combat prompts, let's see, AI awareness. You'd figure it'd be under, oh, there we go, yeah, captions on, okay, anyway, we're good. I assume so, but I just thought I'd double check. Anywho, so you can change your skin. You change it in obviously the first beginning screen. So because I am very fancy and I own all the DLC, like I said, so we have access to all these skins. So this is your baseline Talion. Talion's the name of the main guy, if you didn't assume that. Here's the Power of Shadow. So this is like, you know, super evil bad guy Talion. There's Lord of the Hunt, which is very cool looking, but yeah, it's like lots of pelts and stuff. Then you have the Bright Lord, so you look like Celebrimbor before he's a wraith. All that'll make sense in time. You have Lothariel. You obviously she's a cool character. You can already probably take a pretty good guess which one we're gonna play as. Captain of the Watch, which is like, I think that's like historic Talion. Like if you compare it to his first one, so it's like marginally different. Like it's like you're actually wearing your, you know, Gondor, like Gondor captain, you know, ranger stuff, but it's not that much different than the base one. And then there's Dark Ranger Talion. So Dark Ranger Talion's very cool. It's like still good guy, but you know, it's kind of sort of anti-hero kind of going on. But obviously, who needs any of those when you can play as Lothariel? So that's what we'll do. And don't worry, for actual cutscenes, you don't look like that, because hearing Talion's voice coming out of Lothariel would be quite the jolt. Anyway, let's hop right into it.
In the land of Mordor, where the shadows lie. It was here, on the slopes of Mount Doom, that the Dark Lord Sauron was defeated by a last alliance of men and elves. It is here that for 2,500 years the Rangers of Gondor stood watch, guarding against a nameless threat they had all forgotten. And while the strength of Gondor faded, the power and malice of Sauron grew in darkness. He has returned to Mordor. Shadow and flame have fallen on the Black Gate, and no mortal man can stand in its path.
You're it! Dear Iron! Almost. That is a perfect swing for killing chicken. Wouldn't want to hurt you. It'll take a lot more than that. Dear Hyle, the mighty chicken killer. Come on. Come on. Show your father what you have, huh?
Wait. Wait, my water's in my hand. I'm not ready. Alright, sorry, I'm ready now.
You'll
Man.
have to hit harder if you want to best your father.
Talion does not look old enough to have a kid that old.
Parry, son. Don't forget to block.
Perhaps you should not forget to hit.
Stay alert, dear Haya. Your enemy will not always be as he appears.
Just beating the crap out of him.
Easy, son. You're not a soldier yet.
I'll have your guts. I'm all right. My blade shall rest in your throat.
Dear Heil, remember your training!
What just happened? What just happened? I like just got lost in like the animation. I was like, can't block it, nerd. All right.
Faster than I can strike.
Stand fast, dear Heil!
Their deaths are far from swift, father.
Remember, son, lunge deep and cut deeper!
You gotta mean it, dear Heil. You gotta mean it.
These orcs are much stronger than any we've ever seen.
They're not orcs, they're Uruks. They're far worse. There's too many. Go find your mother. Go find your mother. Keep her safe. I'll be right behind you. Go.
Yeah, Talion is not like old enough to have a kid that old. I mean, how old do you think dear Heil is? Like teenager? At least. I'd say maybe late teenager.
Am I dead?
You are banished from death.
Oh no. Rest in peace. Oh man, we gotta sneak up on the waifu, everybody. We'll give her a flower. She's gonna think we're so adorable. It's gonna be so romantic. Surprise! A flower.
Talion, this is beautiful. Where did you find it?
I still have a few friends left in Gondor.
Keyword on
Did you talk to
few.
my father?
Yes, I did. And nothing has changed. He's still very stubborn.
I say we go anyway.
Dear I will not come willingly.
There must be a better life than this.
Not now. But soon.
I'm just so tired of hiding here, Talion.
Shh. We must hide now, or we are both dead. Come on.
Yeah, speaking of people that don't look old enough to have kids that old.
Left when we had the chance.
Yes, we should have.
Don't move. I'll clear a path.
Alright.
Numbered. Stealth is my only advantage.
Yeah. As if it matters that I'm outnumbered. Outnumbered indeed. Oh, that sucks.
The sword down, Ranger.
He talks very good with a guy with half his face missing. Ow! Was that for the whole face comment from earlier?
The Black Hand wants him alive. Take her.
Ow! Ah! My poor hand.
He will live.
Ow! How are you so confident that I'm gonna survive that? That's, I mean, like, that is, he's a big dude. Hit me in the face with a mace. I mean, I'm surprised it's not fatal. You guys recognize some of our skins now? There's the Dark Ranger guy from earlier, but we were as a preview.
I'm right here, son. I'm right here.
Rip. Goodbye, dear Hyle.
We'll be together, my love. Soon. Forever.
Not as soon as you might think. For some of us. Rip. I'm coming for you, pal. You better make sure it's fatal, because if you fail, I'm coming for you, pal. And suddenly, here we are. Confused.
What is this place?
See for yourself.
Mordor.
Now do you believe me, Ranger?
What has happened to me?
You are banished from death. Cast adrift between the worlds of light and dark. Curse binds us together within the walls of Ardar.
If what you say is true, then how do we break this curse?
We find the one who cast it on us. The Black Hand of Sauron.
That's right. Time to get even. With the sweet music kicking in and everything. Ready for that sweet title card? There it is. Awesome. Well, that's exciting.
This looks familiar.
And then loading screen.
His life now belongs to Gondor.
Father, if you turn my love in, I shall swear I killed Lord Asgon when he attacked me. We shall both sacrifice our lives to Gondor.
Yeah, look at that. There's even cool stuff to hear on the loading screen. You're not even safe from cool stuff there. Alright, sorry. I was glancing at my phone. Unlocking Forge Towers unlocks the Wraith's memories. This unlocks new missions, collectible locations on the map, and Marion? I'm probably saying that wrong. Got it. Whoop! Fear not, you get no fall damage when you fall as the,
We missed one of you at Narcos, eh? An easy mistake to fix.
There's no fall damage as a, Wraith. Also, look at that. Suddenly we're a woman. Oh, my aim is all bad because I'm not used to the... Oh, I also didn't drive that back fully enough.
You will suffer for what you've done!
We don't have the draw, we don't have the... Just gonna deal with these little gnats really quick. Take that. Alright. Denied.
Go back to him.
Listen to the ghost. Listen to the ghost elf. He knows things. Get up, you stinking orc.
What do you know of the Black Hand of Sauron?
He is a fiend. Made of thin air.
What more?
A slave I had. Swears he fought him. I sold him for a keg of grog to Gimuk the slaver.
Ah, yes. These are the captains of Sauron's army. They appear as shadows because you do not yet know their identity. By interrogating enemies, you can uncover valuable information about these captains. Press A to learn the identity of the captain. You have learned Girub's identity. This will help you hunt him down. His title, the Slaver, gives you clues about his role in Uruk society. You have also learned his power rating. This gives you an indication of how difficult he'll be to defeat. The power rating also determines your rewards for defeating him. Rewards includes runes to upgrade your weapons and increasing your own power to unlock new ability tiers. The map and objective show you where this captain can be located. Alright, we have our new target. Let's go get us a slaver, shall we?
That is where we have to go.
If one can trust an orc.
Trust has nothing to do with it. His thoughts cannot lie.
It's true. The ghost brings up a great point. We don't have to trust him. We read his mind. He wasn't lying to himself. Come on, Talion. Keep up. Alright, gold icons advance the story. Red icons display power struggles where Uruks compete for status. White icons represent side missions and collectibles, the reward is the Marion to purchase upgrades. You have 2 available main missions: the Slaver, save the humans trapped within Mordor and find the Black Captains, and then the Spirit of Mordor, learn more about Uruk society and take down Sauron's army from within. Beautiful. Well, I mean, the game highlighted this one for us, so I feel like
The world has changed.
that'll work just fine.
Nothing makes sense.
Nothing has changed. This is how it will be. The future and the past are linked in darkness.
I don't understand why I'm here.
And I can't remember. Let's go find the slaver. His mind may provide answers.
I didn't want to interrupt their flow.
Nani here, Gelar Mordor.
So, there is a fair amount of collectibles in this game. Oh, also. Oh, I forgot. Don't I get like, yeah, I get, so because I have all the DLC, I get all these runes, and it's really broken, because it's very, very broken, honestly, because the runes are very powerful. So, we have the Flame of Arnor, which is one of the runes, which is a 20% chance of critical hits with the sword will ignite enemies, and the blade's flames glow orange. We have the Orc Slayer, which is, they're all epic runes, by the way, because, you know, pay to win. Combat finishers do extra damage against captains. We have the Rising Storm, which is grant access to the Storm of Urfael legendary weapon power, which normally you have to get a very high tier on your like little skill tree to actually get that thing like that quick. Getting it right away is really broken, is what I'm saying. 50% chance to reduce melee damage received by 50%. Note does not stack with another Elven Grace rune. So you just reduce all damage, so you take 0 damage. Never surrender then Defiant to the End, which is never surrender as you gain an additional last chance to return to the fray in combat against Uruks. All very good. So this is for the swords. So I like the idea of reducing 50% of my incoming damage, because odds are I'm hot garbage and I'll be thanking myself before long. And then for the bow, we have 2, and that was just for the sword, by the way. So for the bow, we have Deadly Archer, which is increasing your headshot damage by 25%. Then we have Ascendant, which reduces the focus depletion rate by 50%. It does not stack. And so we'll take that, so my focus reduces a lot slower. And then for the dagger, we have Hidden Blade, which is a stealth kill, and ground executions deal extra damage to captains and war chiefs. And then one with Nature, which makes us immune to poison, doesn't stack. Which, if you're immune, you're immune. That one makes sense. But let's go ahead and grab that. I would love not to take poison damage. Anyway, so there's that. Very broken. I'm totally okay with it. Earn XP to gain ability points and unlock powerful new abilities. And then you can play power struggles to get more power. Blah, blah, blah. You have enough Marion to purchase an upgrade. Boy, I sure do. How much do I actually have? So that's the one I purchased. Oh, there we go. Okay, Marion is the currency to upgrade your weapons and increase your maximum health, focus, and elf shot. Earn Marion by finding collectibles and completing side missions, challenges, and bonus objectives. No big deal. So, initially, right away, we can get another rune slot for the sword, the bow, or the dagger. We had so many for the sword that I feel like that makes sense to go right away into getting another rune for the sword, which, as you can see, actually has a visual effect on your sword, which is very cool. So now, so let's see. Oh, I have a freaking Charlie horse in my foot. Let's see. Does it show, like, does it, like, take off what's already equipped, or what? Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay, equipped. There we go. I'm blind. Okay, so we can do 20% critical hit chance. Combat finishers do extra damage to captains. Access to the Storm of Urfael legendary weapon power, or never surrender. Additional last chance, actually. Sounds very nice. Very nice. There we go. Okay, once again.
Thilden, Star Moon, forged of Mithril. They hold memories of the ancient past. The knowledge within may be fair or ill.
Such a good point there, guy. Okay, let's go ahead and make our way over to this little artifact. Grab it so you guys can see what that's all about. And you will see shortly. All right. I'm used to hitting. There's an upgrade eventually, so when you land, you can hit A, and so you get like you get like a speed boost basically, and so eventually you're like a bullet, and so you can just fly across the land at high speed. But obviously early on, that's not a thing. So we have to get that upgrade later on. And yes, I have played through this game twice, and I played through Shadow of War all the way. Well, not all the way through, because I haven't seen the ending. I have played through most of it once, and I started it a second time later on, which I didn't get very far. So the second one really has more mystery for me than the first one, but the first one I've completed all the way through twice. Anyway, so these artifacts hold memories of Mordor. Use, obviously, the sticks to look for the memory. Press X to reveal it. So somewhere on the artifact, you got to spin and rotate it, and then you'll find it like that. So then you hit X, and then a memory plays.
Where'd you get off to, child?
I found this, Daddy.
This kind of rock is very rare. It comes from the volcano. There. Now, Doom is a foul place, angry and mean. It will explode when Sauron is near and plotting, spitting all manner of foulness into the air. Smoke and dust and rocks that burn the ground. It does this as a warning. I will not stay silent for long. Sort of like your mother. Don't tell your mother I said that.
So this rock is...
It is a rock, nothing more. And you needn't be afraid of a rock or Doom, which is silent to this very day. And sweetie, if you need a lesson from all this, why, here's a fine one. Even a foul place like that volcano can produce beautiful things.
There you go. Pretty cool, huh? So even finding artifacts is actually interesting, because it has a memory and stuff, so it's actually interesting. So it's not just, you know, it's actually interesting. All right, anyway, so let's go ahead and grab another rune slot. Let's go, let's see, I think our extra one for the bow was headshot damage, and the dagger was more increased stealth damage. So let's actually grab the one for the dagger, and then let's go ahead and equip that. For our dagger, there we go. Beautiful, and then we'll go ahead and equip it. So now our stealth kill and ground executions deal extra damage to captains and war chiefs. Very good.
Been no sign of fire on Mount Doom for generations.
I watched Gil-galad die on the slopes of Oladruin, burned to death by the heat of Sauron. This is where the storm will gather that will engulf the world of men.
So yeah, it's kind of cool because this way collectibles, it isn't so monotonous, because even the collectibles are interesting because they actually play memories and stuff, so it actually makes it a lot more interesting. Which I'm all about. Oh, also, we leveled up, just like that. Okay, so we can get Execution, which obviously, I don't even need to look at any of the other ones. We want Execution. Just trust me.
Thank you.
Many thanks, stranger.
You're no better than an animal. Stop this flame.
Awareness. Yeah, thank you. Hey, man. Thanks, bro. Okay, so something interesting on the map here. If you look at the top left, you can see that there is a survival challenge and a hunting challenge for each region. And so the regions are actually, I might not be locked to a region actually. Okay, it actually looks like it's universal. So there's a survival challenge and a hunting challenge. You get experience and stuff if memory serves for getting through it, and so they are interesting. And so it also on the top left it'll tell you which herbs are found in any given area, and so it makes things easier to help locate, you know, like the flowers you're looking for or whatever. Just, you know, just something interesting. So these white boxes here, these are, so there is missions for the bow, the dagger, and the sword. Each mission, when you complete it, will give you a giant reward of Marion, as you can see. But so obviously, which you can use to spend and make it better. So each one has a specific challenge to it. So like one of them will be like, okay, in this one your goal is to use the bow and headshot all the archers or whatever. So stuff like that. Some of them, a lot of them aren't bad. Some of them are very hard. It just kind of depends on the mission. Some of them are very difficult. Most of them aren't bad. I also love the fact that you can crouch and run at the same time. It's like, it's a little thing, but it means it makes a lot of the stealth type of gameplay a lot easier. Hey, boys. You want to go? Let's go. Grab. Ready, just shank kill. Alright. What's my, okay, so it's the white one. Okay. I was wondering what my survival challenge is, and it's the white one. The other interesting thing about the flowers is they actually heal you. So if you're low on health, getting flowers is how you're going to heal yourself. So, you know, a handy dandy tip for later on. I think this, let's see here. Aha!
The first messengers have rolled into camp. They're reporting few casualties. We've struck a mighty blow against the forces of Mordor aligned against us. Let it be so, and not fools' idle chatter. Haggadorn, what news?
They say we've won a monumental victory! You'll not be needing all that Athelis you've been grinding, my friend. Few need healing on this day, and more's the wonder. They say the Golden King has brought back a prize. Sauron himself, wearing the heavy chains.
Yeah, I would not believe that.
I have lived half my life on the boundary of Mordor, thinking it was dead, never knowing the stories it held.
The Land of Shadow is awakening from a long slumber. It has many stories yet to tell us.
So true. And I also love the little commentary that the guys talk about. It's you know, again, little details makes the whole experience more entertaining. I know the mission's way over there. I was trying to get there without walking right into the center of all the Uruk-hai, but you know, dreams don't always come true, because we're gonna kind of have to do just that anyway. Although actually, it is working out oddly well, to be honest. Oh, hang on, there's an artifact up there. Actually, it could also be down here. Whoop! Do something. Deny. Stab, 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 stab. Kill! Alright. Good talk. Oh, it's actually on the bottom floor. How very convenient. Iron Shackle. So let's say, there's only so many surfaces wide enough.
All right, worms. Welcome to the Black Gate. You'll be building our watchtowers for us. Hard work will be rewarded.
Sir, do you mean hard work will be rewarded with a shorter sentence?
The traitors, the lot of you. Murderers and thieves. When I say rewarded, I mean I won't throw you to the catacombs.
And not a bad reward.
These men are not soldiers. They are not ready to die.
All things that live must die. Man alone faces the mystery of what is beyond death.
Yeah, it's a very elven point of view. He's like, "God, don't be such a baby." Alright, so we have another slot. It makes sense to grab the bow, because it's the only one that doesn't have a second slot already, so that makes sense. Alright, so there's a second little rune slot on our bow, which is pretty hype. And that will mean our headshot damage is increased by 25%. Not too shabby. Alright, let's go ahead and hit this mission. An Uruk slaver holds a captive with information on the Black Captains. Hunt down the slaver, rescue the captive, and find out what he knows.
Well, this doesn't bode well.
Don't you see? The prisoner created a distraction.
Oh, Celebrimbor, he's so cold and heartless. I love him, basically. Alright.
I use your human sight to track the Uruk. I see more than any mortal.
Is that a joke because I'm human and I can't use your crazy elf vision? There he is.
Slay the Orc captain. Cut off the head of the snake, and the body will wither.
Such a good life lesson.
Archers. I must take out the eyes of the camp.
Boy, you're so right. Alright, eliminate. So the bonus objective, which you get a bonus of Mirian for, is to eliminate the archers before the main captain guy, which is a very easy objective. Alright, so there's two of them. Alright, must move quickly. They are upset. I mean, they're not really upset, they're thinking about being upset. But I think we have contained the possible leak. Alright, there's the bonus objective. So I always try and do the bonus objectives, because they are too spicy to turn down. Surprise!
Someone's killed him. Get back!
That did way more damage than it otherwise would have.
Push him back!
Ugh.
Careful, eh?
This will be easier once we have more toys, more abilities.
Another Shrock that needs to be put back in his place.
Yeah, take that. Bet you didn't even know I knew about that ability. You would be wrong. So the combat in this game is amazing. It's like addictive, to be honest with you.
Kill the drum! Don't let up!
Well, he's dead.
Take his head!
I can't believe we actually got off a ground execution. Without the upgrades, it's so slow.
Chopper to bench!
Oh! Wow, he is so stinking dead. Cause like, how long is my sword? Like 2 feet, 3 feet? It's really big, and I buried it into the dude's shoulder, so he's not surviving that. Okay, I know how to use runes, bro. I super duper am aware. Okay, so the new one we unlocked is recover all the focus and all health for killing a captain or war chief. Wow. Well, that's pretty spicy. Well, I want it. I want it though. Can I afford an upgrade for the sword? Probably not. No, I cannot. Alright, well, we have another ability point. So let's see. Impact, so countered enemies will be knocked backward, stunned, or knocked down. Very good. Aerial takedowns on unaware targets become lethal. That's very tempting. Actually, you know what? I think we just have to get this. Because strike from above, you saw, I used it earlier. Now, granted, it was on a captain, so some captains are so weak to stealth that you can instantly kill them. But a lot of them, but it hurts most captains. Some captains are immune to stealth, but it is very, very good. So So I feel like going that one right away makes sense. Because that'll be save our backsides later on.
So you didn't die 10 years ago.
I take it you did not come here to arrest me for treason, Captain?
You and I are all that remains of that garrison, Hugo.
Then why did you come here?
Looking for a slave that fought the Black Hand of Sauron.
More like ran away from him.
You know this man?
Of course. You're staring at him.
Where are the servants of the Dark Lord? Do you even know?
Perhaps.
This is no time to
scratch my back, I scratch yours, dude.
Stuck here for weeks. Steady. Come to the outcast camp. We shall ask my scouts.
I'll be there.
Old memories. Bad history, bad blood, methinks. Also, Gollum! He's in the game, that's right. And there he is. He's a loads of fun.
No. Someone wants to be seen. We should tread with caution.
Yeah. We're not gonna come stumbling into your trap, Gollum. Also, we did the bonus objective, which means free money. And the best kind of money is the free kind. There's also a photo mode. So excited. No, I'm kidding. Never used the photo mode. However, just on their little shot right there, there could be some really cool moments because especially during the executions are really cool. But I would be blown away if we ever actually used it. But you know, maybe we'll have some sort of crazy weird urge one day and we'll take photos. I doubt it. How much do I need for the next rune for the sword? 180. I realize that maybe going for health or you know, focus or elf shot would be wiser, but we're not doing that. I need money, so let's go ahead and go pick up this stuff. Other thing you should be aware of is this is a slow burn kind of process. Anyone that see me play anything know that I don't just, you know, sprint my way through this stuff. Did it highlight the wrong thing? Boy, it sure did. Okay, well, highlight what I was looking at originally, please. Thank you. Anyway, but anyone that see me play anything know that I don't do it. I don't just blow through the story of these big games, or even little ones. But I don't blow through the stories. So, whoa! Everyone's upset. Oh, they weren't upset at me. Oh, they are upset at me. Anyway, wow, that was like a roller coaster of emotion. Take that.
Thank you. Please help me rescue my brother. He's far too stubborn to work for these Uruk.
You're welcome, bro. Good luck to you. Anyway, but yeah, so there's lots of stuff that this will be a slow burn. So we'll grab collectibles, we'll do side missions, you get the idea. So if that bothers you, well then you're in luck because there's about a zillion other channels on YouTube which blew through the story on this game. So don't you worry, someone has you covered, not this guy. Alright, I think it's inside. Oh, hang on a minute. I just had a... Oh, dear.
Did you hear that?
Hi. You think that was surprising? I rolled over his back and then I just then I attacked him. It's like, technically, still stealthy. I was about to say, I have a flashback. It's like, very hard to find. There it is. Beautiful. What? No elven words? Come on, Celebrimbor. Hey, 245 now. The point is we can get the sword, which is what I wanted. All right, now let's go ahead and go put that other rune on, the one where it refills like everything we ever wanted if we get it. Oh, it wasn't even for the sword. I'm so stupid. It wasn't for the sword. Was it for the dagger? It was for the dagger. Oh, what a waste. All right, not a waste because it's still useful, but not what I thought we were doing. Even I was unaware of what was happening. All right, well, let's go ahead and choose another one. So critical hit increase is really good. Combat finishers, actually, that one's a really nice one. And then the Storm of Urfael. Really quick, what does the Storm ability even do? Let's see, I'm assuming... Because I thought it was, Blade Master. I might have to Google it. Huh. Interesting. Alright, hang on a minute. I'm just gonna Google. What is this? What does that ability do? Yeah. What does that do? To use the storm, you will first need to perform melee kills until the bar is filled. Then you may activate the power, so you click the sticks. There's one of the weapon-specific power you do from series of side missions. The sword one is activated by pressing sticks down at the same time. It gives you a small amount of time to do a bunch of executions in a row. Oh, that's what that ability is. Oh, okay. So the storm of it's actually right over here. I'm stupid. So this is what it does. So you charge the power with melee kills so there's a bar. When the bar is filled, you click in the sticks, and then basically time almost stops, and then you actually that might be for a different one, but you get 20 seconds of unlimited execution. So you can imagine why that's pretty stinking insane. So basically, that's very, very, very crazy. So we certainly could equip that, because it's it's very good, but a general increase to critical hits is really nice, and then of course combat finishers doing more to captains is really good. Because in combat, at the heat of the moment, that might save our backsides. Especially because if it's an activated ability, like, it's very good, but like the odds of me using it are slim because I'd have to remember to do it. Let's go ahead and do just a general increase to our critical. I feel like that's a safer option. All right. And then, the other thing, actually, I just saw it as soon as I opened the map. So, do you think it's over here, or do I have to go around a different way? Alright. I gotta go around a different way. I have answered my own question. Let me out. Alright, let's go ahead and go around, go grab that,
It's amazing they don't make
We'll never know what was so amazing. Hey, man. Stab, 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 stab. Alright. I like the shank kills. They just look so painful. Because the dude can't escape, he can't get away, you're just stabbing him in the back, just over and over and over and over and over. Alright, is it up here or is it down there? Up here. Alright. Lockpick.
Sir, the situation is very confused. How is it confused? I see the prisoners escaping, running towards the gates, which seem to have flown open by sorcery or sabotage. Archer, stand down! Sir, we're not wasting good arrows on those people. They've served their purpose. They're damned. They're damned well out of my hair. Mordor can take the whole stinking lot of them. And send my compliments to the captain of the gates. I suppose he sent me this lockpick as some sort of joke.
Interesting. Alright. Oh, also, upgrades. I can get another one. Alright, now we can get the we cannot get the dagger, but we can upgrade our max health and max focus. But at this point, I'd rather just wait.
The last place we want to be is the one place we are doomed to stay. And the outcasts fled into it to escape Gondor.
And it is here that the Dark Lord will gather his armies like pieces on a game board. Unless we stop him.
Good thoughts, guys. Good thoughts. Alright. Well, we could do, that side quest, but we also could do that other story quest, because that we got initially. Yeah, the spirits, oh, sorry. Sauron's Uruks relentlessly abuse lesser orcs in their violent struggles for power. Investigate how the power of the Wraith can exploit these struggles, piercing weak minds to bring down the enemy forces from within. One orc mind in particular shines as a blazing beacon of weakness. Boy, oh boy, I wonder who they're referring to. Obviously I know, but, you know. Let's see here. We could jump right into that. We also could grab another one of these forge towers, which would give us more, you know, overall vision, which would be nice. Well, it's all going to get done and seen and explored anyway, so let's just go ahead and move to a forge tower, because we're nearby. Because we're nearby. Alright, luckily we are actually pretty close to that, Forge tower. Right over here. That's right, it's a ghost tower now. Spooky. Bonk. He's like, I'm pretty sure when you hit that, it doesn't bonk.
These Eldar towers ascend from beyond the past.
That's probably not the noise it makes. You can fast travel to unlocked forge towers in the map anytime you're not in a combat or on a mission. When you die, you will resurrect at the nearest unlocked forge tower. You can also advance time in the world by highlighting and unlocking forge towers and pressing Y. Advancing time will resolve power struggles, repopulate herbs, and change the time of day. So, you know, some good stuff for doing it. Good stuff for doing it. And it, of course, gives you vision of any area, which basically means it'll show you where the collectibles are and, you know, stuff like that. Whoop! Does the sweet superhero landing? Wow, man, no Elvish? Come on, bro. Something I'm hunting nearby is... Oh. The spider! Spider. Step on it. It's the quickest way to kill it. No. Come back. Where'd he go? Oh, I think he ran underneath the logs. We'll never get him now. There's another one! Get back here, spider! Where'd he go? There he goes! I can't believe I'm about to... There. We did it. I can't believe I shot a spider with a bow. What an overkill way of doing it. Alright, I need another spider to spawn. It's asking, ye shall receive, baby. Beautiful. Nice. Alright, flying creatures. Anyway, we're not like specifically hunting all those or anything, I'm just saying. Alright, oh, it actually unlocks all of these ones too. Did not realize that, to be honest. Okay. We could just move over to this tower, because I like grabbing all the forge towers, like, pretty much right away. Just because I like having full vision of everything. I like seeing what all of my options are. And so, you know. Okay, hopping over here. So now we have enough. We actually could get another one. So let's grab the dagger now. This time on purpose. And then let's go ahead and increase our health. Alright, so now we have another slot on our dagger this time for real. And we increase that we can grab Fel Voices, which is recover all focus and all health for killing a captain or war chief. Rune level. The power of a captain determines the level of the rune he drops. Killing a captain using his vulnerability will guarantee the type of rune he drops. So stealth with a dagger, range with a bow, or combat with a sword. Obviously. I didn't know. I actually don't know if I ever knew about, like, if you do it with his weakness, then it guarantees the rune. So it's basically if you kill a captain, we use it with the weakness he has, you can guarantee you're gonna get like a good rune level for it, you know. Versus if you don't, then there's a chance you'll get, you know, some sort of epic level rune or whatever, but it's not a guarantee. Also, there's a white herb over here, and I think we still need one of those.
One could use some cool killing practice.
We.
Haha. Oh, actually. Okay, so we can grab impact so that when we counter, they're stunned, which is really good. Ah, there we go. Time your landings when mounting over obstacles and gain a temporary speed boost. Tempting. And then there's detonate, which is shooting fires or barrels will cause them to explode. And then ride categories. So I'm thinking Elven Swiftness or impact. Let's go Elven Swiftness. Yeah, man. Let's get this thing really rolling. Give me the speed. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, look at all the slaves around here that need help. Boo. Hey, you guys are free, just like that.
Please rescue my friends before they're killed.
I will be sure to do
No
that.
one to keep quiet.
Don't stop fighting, Ranger.
Easy. You guys didn't act fast enough.
Get behind him!
You're not getting behind nothing.
I can't believe they would kill us for breaking
fools.
You'd be surprised.
The others didn't get away. Please help.
The good news is, look at all the missions we just unlocked. And look how easy that was. Alright. We're almost there. Cruising for a bruising. Whoa! I didn't realize. Excuse me, guys. I wasn't actually trying to vault, I was just trying to run away. Catch me if you can! Look at these cute little legs, man. You can't catch this much speed. I'm just trying to get... Oh, there we go. I was like, I'm looking for something to jump over so I can get a boost. Whoop. I hit it on the perfect corner, so there's nothing to climb. Oh, gonna be honest, I thought that was the tower. It wasn't. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? Alright, ready? Bonk! They're like, that's the most unimmersive sound effect I've ever heard for that.
My ancestral doom I must push away with light.
Alright. Good thoughts, Celebrimbor, good thoughts. We're taking the Mordor tour right now, man. We're just taking the Mordor tour. Let's go! Plus, you actually do get Marion for, Actually, we could look at my upgrades. Okay. Anyway, you do get Marion for hitting the towers, and I guess I probably just never looked or noticed that, but... Which is nice, so, I mean, we are getting monetary gain for this. It's not just for the vision, it's not just for the missions we can see. Although that's my biggest reason, but... Stronghold! If you're spotted in a stronghold, Urks will raise an alarm. Yup. Oh, shut up, story guy. I'm ignoring you. Ooh. We're back at the stronghold, just like that. And we're also at another tower. Beautiful. Even more.
Citadel from the ancient world. Secrets seen only by my eyes.
This way! Climb quickly, please. Climb quickly. Aha! Didn't think I'd noticed that, did ya? You were wrong.
We'll go tonight. No more being bossed around by that damned Urukai. Sneak into the barracks and bleed that spark dry. He won't be so high and mighty when he's dead. We'll run the place. You and me. All's for us. Face me? More grog? We won't be going hungry. That's a fact.
Dissension in the ranks. Also, we have enough for another. We could increase my focus, although I'd rather increase my max elf shot before I did my focus, to be honest.
This grog they have is a harsh but effective medicine.
These Uruk truly are twisted reflections of my kin.
I bet you're free that he couldn't.
Okay. Luckily, we're right beside this other one, so. Almost there. But don't worry, no unimmersive bonk this time.
A fortification of my house, made in stones of memory.
Okay. Yeah. defeat Ashgarn the Crusher to earn a special reward. What is that supposed to mean? Oh, also Sauron's army. Anyway, interesting. Well, I'm tempted to do that because I don't recall ever seeing that before. I'm tempted to kind of do it. Although at this point, let's just grab the last tower because we're so close. We're so close. At least let's just reveal the whole map while we're here. Makes sense at this point. Yeah, well, then after, before long, we're going to call this episode. Like I said, it'll be a shorter one. It'll be a shorter one, but the whole immediate purpose of doing this whole starting another playthrough right away thing is to make it so I have time to grind. So that way we can actually finish Moemon, technically our main playthrough, technically. And then obviously once we finish Moemon in however many parts we have left of it, then we can move into this game, you know, full time and not have it take the back seat like it's currently doing. And I also imagine that we'll probably do the you're all saved, you're welcome. I imagine that we'll probably jump into Shadow of War right away after we finish Shadow of Mordor, because usually any game that has a sequel, we usually end up doing them in a row. So, not always, but usually. Just don't look to the left. He looked to the left. Not fast enough, though. Just because you can see me doesn't mean you can catch me. There we go, the final tower. Beautiful. Now we can see the rest of it.
Each citadel to the light against the shadow.
Okay. So good, now we can see the whole map, which is fantastic. Now, the other interesting thing here is that you may think, oh, this map's actually not that big. Well, there's actually more. This is the first half of the map. There is another half that's about equally as big, and with very different scenery. And it's story-related, and obviously we can't go there yet. But, you know, story-wise, we will get there eventually. But yeah, so this is actually not the only map. So let's go ahead and fast travel over yonder. And then that might be where we call this episode. Wow, I expected a loading screen. Silly me. Silly me. We don't get no stinking loading screen. It's instant. Okay, so obviously our next story mission is right over here. And to talk to a certain Uruk-hai. Wink, wink. Yeah, him. Anyway, so yeah, so that'll be where we call this episode. It was a shorter episode today, but it's a good way of, you know, getting our toes wet for this game, and then it'll also give me plenty of time to grind on Moemon. So tomorrow, I don't know if it'll be another Shadow of Mordor part or if it'll be a Moemon part. It depends on it depends on the level. It depends on if I can get enough levels. Because if I can get enough levels, then I will. If I can get enough levels in Moemon, then tomorrow will be Moemon. If I can't, then it'll be another part of this. And so we will just see what happens tomorrow. And tomorrow is kind of tomorrow's problem, if you catch my drift. Anyway, that is going to call it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later.